Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the first season of Slow Horses, a new Apple TV Plus British spy thriller based off of the book by Mick, Herron, and this is starring some really big name British actors, including the biggest, Gary Oldman. And you have Kristin Scott Thomas. You even have a little bit of Jonathan Pryce thrown in there for good measure. And this 6-episode season, or series, the British way, follows a team of British intelligence agents who serve as a dumping ground department of MI5 due to their career-ending mistakes. So you have this crew put together for this mission. There's, at the heart of it, a kidnapping of a young man this young Muslim man, and there's elements of this series really focusing on that. There's one particular scene at a gas station that has such great tension throughout it. And that's one of the things about this series, directed by James Hawes, who is a BAFTA-winning and multi-Emmy-winning contributor to Black Mirror. And he really brings his sensibility of tension and suspense into this series because that's needed. It's a spy thriller. There's espionage, there's backstabbing, there's a lot of compelling twists and turns that go on throughout these 6 episodes. And Hawes is able to inject a lot of that into this series. And the stacked cast as well. It's really hard to ignore Gary Oldman when he's on screen. And he is a scummy Jackson Lamb who is playing everybody who has dark, deeper, and clandestine motivations for what he does. And he is really a force in this series. And having somebody like that in an Apple TV Plus series, that's something special. And then Kristin Scott Thomas is such a great addition as well as a stiff upper-lipped higher up in MI5. And you have a lot of the other actors like Jack Lowden, who is somebody who's been popping up in a lot of things from Small Axe and Dunkirk and Fighting with Your Family, and will be in Benediction that's coming out soon as well. He gives a really fine performance along with this big cast of British actors, and overall this is one of those kinds of things where it might be a little bit too dense. It does get a chance to breathe because it is 6 episodes, but it's still complicated, a little convoluted. But how it all plays out, there's just so much tension, and how it's directed, there's always a sense of mystery and not exactly knowing exactly where this is going to go next. And that keeps you engaged as an audience member as you're sitting here trying to process exactly what the hell's going on. What's the mission? What's the goal? What are the slow horses doing? And whose side are they on? Who are they working with? Are they doing good? Or are they doing things for themselves? And when it really comes down to it, this last episode, this whole hour episode, leads up to some big revelations, specifically about Gary Oldman and the greater perspective on MI5 and where this is going to go in the next season. And they even have like the whole thing filmed because like they had a whole entire section of clips being like, next season of Slow Horses, don't know when that's going to release. Like IMDb saying Friday, May 6th. I'm like, okay, I guess new season starting like the next week. But this series is something compelling, intense, and, you know, it plays a lot of the same beats that you might expect from a spy thriller, but it's so well directed, so well acted, it's hard to ignore, and this is definitely worth the 6-episode watch. But those are my thoughts on the first season of Slow Horses. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.